Today, we will discuss the difference between concatenation, merge, and join function. These functions are applied on data frames. These three functions, concatenation, merge, and join functions, are applied on the data frames. But there's a very subtle difference. So in this lecture, we will discuss that what is the difference between these three. First of all, we discuss the concatenation function. The concatenation function is used when the two data frames are of the same structure. Of the same structure of the data frame means they have the same columns. And then what will be the difference between these two data frames? We're going to the concatenate or join. Uh, the difference will be, for example, say, is of the time or the date. For example, one data frame is for the 2019 and one is for the 2018. So that if the data frames are of the same structure, mean of the same columns, and the only difference between these is one is for 1 year and second is for the other year, or for the different time, but with the same data structure, then in these case sort of cases, we will use the concatenation function. Concatenate function is better uh, in this kind of uh, scenario. Let's we will create a sales dictionary for 2018 year, in which we have only we have the name, revenue, number of items sold column. So this is the data frame. Okay, okay. Sales dictionary 2018 containing the three columns: name of the sales representative, how much revenue he earned, and how much item he has sold. Okay, okay. And we just make another data frame, sales dictionary 2019 with and you will see the same structure: name, revenue, number of items sold. The only difference is that it is for 2018, it's for 2019. Um, if we want to uh, concatenate these two, we have to give the parameter ignore index just for the setting of the indices from 0 onwards. See, now see, uh, here the two data frames are concatenated into one: name Michael, revenue, item sold Anna, item sold again Anna, item sold again Michael, item sold, and George on 17. So, mm, so this is example how we can use the concatenation function. Keep in mind uh, that the concatenation function we have to use the ignore index too. Uh, this is con- the a simple example of how and when we use the concatenate function. Now we're going towards another our function, merge function. Merge function is used when the data structure are not same, but there is a single column, or there would be at least one single column which is common to both data frames. Keep in mind that merge function is used when we may have a we may not have a same data structure. Mean we can have a different data structure. It means we can have different columns in two different data frames, but there should be at least one column which is common to both, on which we play the merge function. For example, see, here we have the present our sales reps information dictionary, where we have the name, we have the location, Anna, Michael, George, New York, San Jose, and we define def, and and we join it with the we merge it with the sales data frame 2000. And sales, you will see sales data have actually uh, three columns, and we know that the name column is common between these two. Name column is common between two data frames. So see, first data frame and second data frame, we apply merge, and on means we apply merge on which column is common between two. And you'll see, if we run it, we will have uh, we have merge over two. Merge is advanced form of uh, concatenation and join function. So it's better to join by the merge, because merge uh, have some query structures, and it's quite advanced to concatenation and join. You will see in the next lecture. Okay, so you see Michael, revenue, and its location San Jose, Anna, and its location New York. Okay, Anna distribution. So we have merged these two data frames in one data frame. I keep in mind that the default joining type of uh, merge is inner join. You, you will see there are outer join, inner join, left join, right join. Is join is join the these are the type of join as we read in SQL. I have one another lecture of mine where I will explain what are the types of join. Okay, so keep in mind that the default type of join for merge is inner join. Inner join means it is the intersection. It works on intersection of the two data frames. Similarly, last in the last we will discuss the join function. Join is special case of merge when at least one of the column that you are joining on is indexed. So the difference between merge and join is that join always work on an index. Merge can be work on any column, but merge works only when you want to join two data frames, and you join only on the index. Okay, so join is work only on the data frame when we want to join by their indices. So see, uh, we we set the name as the index in, in our sales 2019 data. Sale index means we set the uh, name as index. You will see when we don't set the index, there comes 0, 1, 2, but there is the index. So we set 2019 sales data to names. Similarly, we set our uh, sales representative information data and set name as index. And now we will join these two. See, we will join first data frame, dot join, second data frame, and the data frames are joined. Keep in mind that we don't want to define our column on which we are joining, as uh, we give on parameter to join to show that on which column we are joining. Why? Because it is understood that it is the join is works only with on the column which are indices. So this is how we use the join. And keep in mind that the default uh, of the join is left join. Okay, so if we will discuss the summary of the summary, so we use Concatenation function when we're trying to add multiple data blocks with the same structure and put them in one data frame, one below other. So you will use the concatenation when we have the same structure with different dates. Uh, Merge is most advanced, and we merge on when we merge uh, on the data frame, which may have a different data blocks, data structure, but at least one column is actually common between two. And join is a special case of murder. At least one of the entries we were joining on was the index. So I hope you enjoy the discussions. I thank you very much.